we are. How did we get here so fast? I don't know. Oh my gosh, had a great weekend. Didn't do a whole lot. Didn't do any get-togethering or anything, it was good to have the time just to relax, but I miss my people. I miss my little buddy. I didn't get to see him, and of course, his parents. But it was a good weekend just to kind of recover from the week and, that kind of stuff. So that was good. What else? Let's see. I got some schoolwork done. I finished such a good book. Oh my goodness. So I need to still do, what was the last month we just had? July, right? Yeah, I have to still do my July book wrap up, but I'm well into August already. I've already read like 4 or 5 books, I think. I want to say 5. Anyway, it was this one, The Reappearance of Rachel Price. Oh my gosh, when I tell you, I couldn't put it down. I did not want to put it down. I just read a lot yesterday. I was so loving this book. It was so good. It was twisty, it was turny. There was some really good, like goofy, funny parts. I'm finally back to my pistachio. I just opened it this morning. I didn't make my shake coffee this weekend. I just drank plain. But it was amazingly well written, and the twists and turns. Now, I always say to people, I hate, but I love recommending books, because a book is going to speak to everybody a little bit differently. And if I go on and on and on about how amazing a book is, hold please. And then somebody else is like, it was okay. Then I feel bad, like I've wasted your time, your money, but it is what it is. There's been so many times that I have had a book recommended by someone and I've either, wow, loved it too, or, oh, it was okay, and that's fine. Like, it doesn't make me sad or mad or anything. So why would I feel like that? I don't know. But if you want a twisty, turny, oh my goodness, plot, just what happened to the plot, it is so good. It is so good. Holly Jackson, I'm definitely going to read some more of her books because they all seem like the same genre. So can't say enough about that one. So I read for about 4 hours yesterday because I had like 4.5 hours left of the book. I sometimes read faster than Kindle says I'm gonna read it, so I think I read it for about 4 hours yesterday. We went out and we did our errands, I did my school stuff, and that was it. That was a wrap for yesterday. And Saturday, kind of more of the same. So today and this week in school, it's gonna be normal, but not, because I don't believe we're starting win time yet. Have to figure that out, what it's gonna look like, who's gonna get what. I don't have my groups set up yet. I do have the data, and I just didn't this weekend. I didn't. So this week, perhaps, I will set them up and, sorry, I'm choking. Set them up and we'll go from there. So next week, I'm thinking will be our 3rd full week in school. Probably ought to get that going, and then small group reading. So that's my plan for this week, this next weekend. This is our 2nd full week in school, and then we had the Thursday, Friday of our 1st week. So we're hitting the ground hard, and we are hitting the ground hard. Sounds like a terrible idea. We're hitting the ground running. We're hitting it hard. We're going to work. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, but we have already done those things. Oh, this morning, since we didn't get time to do our quiz on Friday, I'm going to do that with them as a practice today. The only problem is they're not going to have their notes, but we're doing it all together. I just like to teach them how to refer back and how to use their notes from the week, but it'll be okay. Everything is not perfect. In fact, nothing is, and that's okay. I will catch up with you though after school today. Happy end of Monday. We made it. We made it through. Man, it was a bit of a rough one today. When they found out that yet again there was no recess, they were real mad. I did tell them, guys, it is not my personal fault. You can blame the sunshine of Arizona. Hold, please. Hello, I am now at home. I am so sorry I didn't come back on. I'm sitting in my driveway. I had a guest at my door and then we just started talking. So I apologize, but tomorrow is a new day. I'll show you what we got up to. Just really more of the same with a couple wrinkles. So I'll show you in the morning, or no, I won't. I'll talk to you in the morning, but I'll show you tomorrow after school. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Sorry I ended the way I ended yesterday in my driveway, but when friends come calling, you start talking. So anyway, that is what happened. It was great. And that's all I have to report. So today we are going to continue on with I haven't shown it to you yet, but I will. It's a new paper, a new thing that I got. Words are ridiculously hard. And it is close reading, and I will show you. Actually, I'll stick it here, the product. I feel like I showed it to you over the summer. I don't know, maybe not. But I bought it then, or maybe at the end of last year, I can't remember. But they're close reads, and we're gonna do that as a way to amp up our, just our fluency, our sight words, all the things. I say sight words, I mean just reading, honestly. Hold, please. So that is what we're gonna do. It is a daily activity. So we're gonna add that to our repertoire of all kinds of things that we do daily. What day is it? Tuesday. Do I need to water my plants today? Can't remember. Was it Tuesdays? I feel like it was, but I feel like I just did it, but maybe I didn't. Anyway, when I get home today, I will give them a feel in their dirts and see if they need a little love. I'm reading another really good book. It is the third in the trilogy. This one is Accomplice to the Villain. They're really good. They're just fun. They're fun reads. But yeah, I'm listening to that one, so I just shut that off to record. I listen while I'm getting ready in the morning after hubby gets up. And then what else? Oh, well, talking about reading. I read then, and I read in the car on the way to work. I listen, read. And then if I can at school, like during prep, if I'm doing something like just filing papers, maybe I'll sneak in like 3 or 5 minutes, but every little bit helps. If you do that enough times, that's a half hour a week, you know? So anyway, I'm listening to that one. I'm tired, I'm sorry. I started a new one on Kindle, and I cannot remember it, but I'll put it here. I don't remember what it's called, but I just started it last night, and I could not keep my eyes open. I ended up falling asleep before 10, which was amazing. So I got good sleep. My sleep indicator said it was a better night than last night, or last. Except for, why am I yawning? I am tired. I do feel tired, but I don't know why. Anyway, probably the job. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I will show you that paper later, assuming I can, assuming all goes well after school, but I'll catch you up and I will see you then.
Hello and happy after school Tuesday. We have a meeting in just about 5 or so minutes, 10 minutes, I guess, but I have to get going, so I'm going to talk quickly. Today, we started this group. Honestly, both of these groups are doing a fantastic job. I'm going to put you here right now, picking up new things that we're doing. Oh, well, fantastic. My chalk is gone. See if it fell. Yep, I think it broke when it fell. That's okay. That's okay, we'll use half. That happens to me all the time. So they're really good at picking up new procedures, which is fantastic. So we have been able to do more than in years past, more quickly. So we today started something that I wasn't sure last week that we were going to be implementing until like the following week. But after seeing how quickly they pick things up, for the most part, I mean, it's harder for some than others, but honestly, they are doing such a great job. We had a birthday today, so I'm carrying around the birthday puppy. So I'm going to go put him back now. But I decided that we would just go ahead and start. So what we started was a product that I will put right here, and I think I talked about it over the summer, but it's basic sentence writing, and it's going to help everybody because a sentence can always be improved upon, right? I mean, no matter how great of a writer you are, you can always get better. So I told them that. I said, even the best writers in here can improve. And I said, honestly, I ought to be the best writer in here. Can I still get better? Absolutely, I can. So I gave them myself as an example. I volunteer distribute. So we are working on we're working on 2 additional pages every day now. And they are no more than 5, probably closer to 3 minutes each, so they're not a big deal. So let me turn the camera around really quick and I'll show you. Okay, so this is the one that I was just showing you, and it's by Mandy Neal, Teaching with Simplicity, and you saw that when I showed the product. But so far, here's what we've done. Mondays we did today because it was simple, just write a sentence. And then Tuesdays we wrote a statement, a command, a question, an exclamation. So I told them, yes, mine was a statement. I could have just copied it, but I wanted it to be a little bit different. So I did that. And then the other paper, let me try to get it out here. This one is the other paper. I think I told you about this one day this morning or yesterday morning, but it's by Sierra Harris Teaching. It's not new, it's dated 2020, but it's really good because we do a close read. Each day we do a different thing. We didn't start it yesterday, so we only are 1 day down. So tomorrow we'll do Tuesday, Wednesday. And that's a good thing because the markup your text using the symbols, I didn't bring the guide with me, and there's little bookmarks that I can make for them, so I might just do that tonight. But even if I don't make them, I will still have them available so that they can see what I'm talking about. So until then, we just did the basics. So I'm really excited about where we're going this year. I need to still get social studies started, our brand new textbooks, but they didn't have them available to teachers until the day before school started. And I'm sorry, I was really busy then. I did take a class over the summer. However, the company did not have our curriculum loaded. It was not the Arizona curriculum. It was something else. It was not even our grade level. So it wasn't overly helpful. I'm going to take my time because I want to teach it right. So I'll look at it this weekend and we'll start it maybe next week. It's only week 3 of school. It's going to be fine. It's going to be integrated into ELA time, so I can just spend a little additional time. And we did decide, my content partner teacher and I decided we are going to go ahead and start Benchmark Unit 1 next week. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited just to get, I'm a routines girl, and I'm excited just to get a routine down and going. It just makes my heart happy. I need to get learning targets up on my board. I have none. Right now, our target is just to make it through every day because we're all tired. This no recess thing is just ridiculous, and we're over it already. The kids have been over it for a while now. The teachers are over it. It's hard. I don't really know why, if we know how hot it is going to be, we come back so early. It's just crazy. But I do know, but I don't like. So we need a kind of system where we can have use of an indoor area so these kids can wiggle. It is too much for an 8, a 9, a 10, a 5, a 6-year-old. Hopefully they're taking their kids out prior to 10 o'clock in the morning. They need wiggle time, and especially our kids that have been sitting and writing and mathing and doing all those things for hours. They need a break. Their teachers need a break. We need them to have a break. Anyway, I'm going to get going to the meeting. It's starting in, that's about 2 or 3 minutes slow. Gotta go. That was just our reminder, so I've got to go. I will catch up with you in the morning.